Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Colin, and I am a non-binary scientist and anthropologist, and I am also a makeup lover. I love trying new makeup, I love talking about makeup, and I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel for quite a while now because I just love talking about makeup and building that sense of community with other makeup fans. I also don't see a lot of queer people or non-binary people or assigned male at birth people on YouTube talking about makeup. So that's what this channel is going to be. It's going to be reviewing makeup, trying makeup, rankings, all of that. I figured for my first video, since none of you really know me yet, except for a few friends, I would do the makeup story tag that was recently done by Kara C and started by Lisa J. I figured this would be a good way to introduce myself and answer some of those basic questions about why I start wearing makeup and such. So the first question is, when did you start wearing makeup? So I started wearing makeup about 2 years ago. It's now mid-2021, and I started wearing makeup at the end of 2019. It's something I had thought about for a long time and had wanted to try. I'd actually worn makeup a few times in like high school, but nothing regularly, nothing like this. It was, you know, some eyeliner here and there and lip gloss pretty regularly that I got from friends. But I started regularly wearing makeup on a day-to-day basis and playing around with the artistic side of makeup at the end of 2019, start of 2020. Question 2 is, why did you start wearing makeup? So there's a couple reasons for that. The first is the practical aspect of sometimes there's some redness in your complexion or a zit or something that you want to cover, and I wanted to get some concealer to cover that and just on a practical feel a little more confident about my skincare, my skin, how I looked on a day-to-day. The second part is I've always loved makeup. I've always thought it was really interesting, the artistic side of it, and how sparkly things are and all of that, and I wanted to experiment myself. So I started with really basic things, like I wanted to buy some concealer and some brow products and, you know, maybe some lip glosses. And then I went to a friend who was a makeup artist at Urban Decay at the time and said, can you help me? Also, I want to experiment a little bit with eyeshadow to start, so help me out. And they really helped me start, and then the rest of it was YouTube, talking to friends, stuff like that. But so question 3 is, what was your first makeup influence? So a lot of people that I've seen do this review say something about their parents, about their mom wore a lot of makeup, or their mom wore makeup and they liked watching them. I grew up with a single mother, and she did wear some makeup, but it was pretty much mascara exclusively. Sometimes a little bit of a lip or something, but I think pretty much just mascara. So she wasn't much of an influence, and I never went shopping with her for makeup or anything like that. But my makeup influence was really just looking at things on TV or social media and seeing the artistry that can be done with makeup and the amazing artistic things that I saw people doing. And then as I grew older and grew into forming my queer family, seeing queer friends who were professional makeup artists or were drag queens or just wore makeup themselves and seeing the fun things that they could do really inspired me to try it myself. So question 4 is, when did your passion for makeup start? And I would say there'd always been that little spark there. I remember going to department stores with my mom for something else, like going to a Macy's and looking for clothes and walking by the makeup counters and always being like, it looks so pretty. But, you know, I was this queer little kid, didn't really understand things, and I was also in a pretty straight homophobic world where boys wearing makeup was not seen very well. So I would look, but try not to bring attention to the fact that I was interested and just like I kind of answered before, as I got older and started seeing more makeup on friends and on drag queens and drag performer friends and so on, I really started to be interested in the techniques and the artistry involved and really wanted to try it myself. I've never been a hugely artistic person. I think I was when I was younger, especially as a child, but as I got older, I kind of shied away from any kind of artistic expression. But as an adult, I don't have all those hang-ups that I did when I was a kid and scared of people bullying me. So I don't care anymore, so I can do what I want. Okay. So question 5 is what led you to start your YouTube channel? And I would say this is my first video, but what led me to start this was a desire to build more of a community and meet more people and have that creative outlet. I've already been posting makeup looks on Instagram and building friends that way, and in the comment section and live streams and stuff on YouTube for quite a while now, over a year. But you know, Instagram, there's some engagement. You post something, people comment. But YouTube, it feels like there's more engagement, there's more talking. I can explain why I'm wearing something, explain my ideas behind something, or actually talk about like what I think of a product a little more easily here. So I figured this would be a good platform to try, because I love talking about things and talking about makeup so much that I'm sure my best friend and my partner are tired of me blabbing about makeup 24/7. So this is giving me an outlet to talk about it with other people. So question 6 is, how has your style evolved over the years? And that's tricky to answer because I haven't been using or wearing makeup that long. It's been, like I said, about 2 years now, a year and a half, since I started regularly wearing makeup. And I would say I've definitely gained a lot of skills in that time, and I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I remember even a year ago, I was really scared to try wearing a red lip because I just thought it would be too bold. And I was scared of going out in public looking like a man wearing a red lipstick. But then I bought one anyway because I liked the idea of it, and I tried it and I loved it, and it's now my go-to color. I'm not a big fan of nude lipstick. I prefer something orange or red, and only really go with a nude if I need to. And I've learned new techniques and tried a lot of new formulas in the last couple of years, but I wouldn't really say my style has changed that much. The first time I wore eyeshadow out in public, it was a blue smoky eye, and a blue smoky eye is still my default. Either a blue smoky eye or something bronzy are still my defaults. So I don't think my style's really changed, more experimenting and techniques. Question 7 is, what is your go-to favorite makeup look? And I would say it's pretty similar to what I'm wearing now. Either this kind of bronzy copper eye or something with blue. Blue eyeshadow is my favorite color. I would wear it every day. Except for I like to experiment. I also go to green a lot lately. But, you know, either a neutral bronze eye or a blue eye with a red lip and some orange blush is pretty much my go-to daily makeup. If I'm wearing a full face. If I'm not, it's pretty much still an orange or a red lip, orangey blush, and, you know, maybe just mascara and some bronzer on my lid. But my go-to makeup is still pretty much the kind of makeup I wore the first time I wore makeup. So question 8 is, what is the best thing about starting a channel? And this is generally a question I think that's made for people who have been on YouTube for a while and not their first video. But I think the best thing about starting a channel is giving myself another outlet to talk about makeup and meet other people who love makeup. I don't have a lot of those in my life. My best friend obviously enjoys makeup, and we have similar makeup interests, so I'll send her a lot of things and we'll talk about them, but she's definitely not a day-to-day lots of makeup wearer, and definitely isn't following makeup accounts on Instagram and such like I am. So having that place to get out all of those thoughts and all of those ideas and opinions, I think, is the best thing about you starting a YouTube channel for me, because it gives me that outlet, so I'm not just blabbing to my partner who thinks it's pretty but doesn't really understand or care that much about what it is. So question 9 is, if you can only give one piece of makeup advice, what would it be? And I think if I had to give anybody advice, it would be to just experiment, to get out of your comfort zone. I see so many people online, especially in groups I'm in, that buy a lot of colorful eyeshadow but never wear it. They don't really try new things. And I think that's sad. It's makeup. You can wash it off. If you don't like it or you mess up, you just wash it off. It doesn't really matter. What I did, I spent months before I let anybody see me in makeup. Just at the end of the day, I would practice, put some on my eyes, put some on my face, see how it looked, practice my technique and see what I liked, and then wash it off and go to bed. And I know not everybody has a lot of time, people are busy, but I think getting out of your comfort zone is something that everybody should do on a more regular basis. So just experiment with things. If you've never worn red lipstick like I had, try a red lipstick. Buy something cheap. Makeup can be cheap. Buy something that's cheap but decent quality, and just play and experiment and see what happens. As a scientist, I think experimentation is one of the most important things because it's how you learn. And I think more people should experiment more often in any kind of aspect of their life, not just with makeup. And question 10 is, if you could have an in-person event with your makeup community, what would it be and what would it look like? And honestly, I don't know. I think a lot of my makeup community that I've built in the last couple of years is on Instagram, and they're all over the country and world. And it's regular makeup wearers, it's some people who are more influencers and YouTubers, and it's some people who are drag artists and so on. And I think having a way for everybody to just like meet and have a drink, if they drink, and hang out would be really fun. But I don't really have any idea of what it would actually look like or entail, just because I don't really have that big of a community so far. And that was the last question, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll subscribe for future videos. And just to say bye, I brought in Bean. This is my puppy. She'll probably make appearances periodically. She does on my Instagram quite regularly, and or you might just hear her bark because she is a needy puppy. I hope everybody has a great day, and I will see you in the next video.